To every soul who still believes in the power of childhood dreams. Have you ever imagined a childhood with no toys, no school, no dreams? We often talk about children's dream, but today we face a truth many choose to ignore: the children who are denied even the chance to dream. There are millions of children in this world who start their day not to play, not to learn, but to survive. They don't sit in school, they leave before sunrise to work, breaking stones with their little hands, lifting heavy sacks, or standing on production lines for hours. This is not a fiction story. This is real. More than 160 million children worldwide are still trapped in child labor. In 2023, Chadi reported that in Lebanon, 1 in every 10 families sends their children to work, while in Kenya, 14 years old are forced to work, trapped in exploitation to help their families survive. In 2024, Saluja found that thousands of children in India work in paving stone factories without protection, without decent wages, without a decent childhood. And in 2022, Ritvan and Ahsan revealed that in Bangladesh, due to the pandemic and school closures, many children are entering dangerous work and never returning to school. And they have never had a choice. In 2024, Edward James explained that economic inequality, poverty, work regulation, and a culture of turning a blind eye are the main cause. In a world that prioritizes efficiency and profit, children's safety is often considered unimportant. And in a system like this, children's voices are rarely heard, but that doesn't mean it can be fought for. And what's even more painful is this: when children are forced to work, they are forced to leave school. They lose access to education. Yet education is not just about sitting in a classroom. It gives children the ability to think critically, solve problems, and work with others, understand their rights, and make decisions for their own lives. But in reality, that hope is often taken from them before it even has the chance to grow. The world is not only taking away their childhood, it is robbing them of their future. This is not destiny. This is a human-made crisis, and because it is created by people, it can be changed by people. It is a reality that must be faced with urgency and, more importantly, transformed with courage. This is not the time to say poor thing. This is the time to say enough. In 2018, Ramos shared stories of communities and government choosing not to stay silent. In Malawi, the ACLT Foundation is building schools and providing skill training to get children back to school. Human rights organizations like Human Rights Watch are also putting pressure on companies and pushing for human rights-based protection. And in countries like Brazil, governments are stepping in directly, rejecting the involvement of children in hazardous work and taking firm action against companies that violate. And change doesn't stop with them. Teachers can bring the stories into the classroom to foster critical thinking and empathy. Parents can start meaningful conversation at home about fairness and humanity. Consumers can choose to support brands that are responsible, those that are transparent, and don't rely on child labor in their supply chains. Community leaders can push for better protection of children in their local areas. Every day, people can report violation and help amplify the voice of children who are often unheard. And students, we can write petitions, organize campaigns, share educational content, collaborate with youth networks, or urge our school and university to only purchase from ethical suppliers. Real change begins with awareness and grows through collective action. And that action can begin with us. We can reject the normalization of this injustice. So, ask yourself, what role can I play? What voice can I raise? Who can I protect just by refusing to look away? Change doesn't come from silence. It comes from small voice that refuse to give up. Change comes from those who dare to speak up. And even if it starts with one voice. We might be one today, but one voice can be an echo. And that voice can start with you. Not later, but now, not by others, but by us.